Ethan's always bubbly, he's very positive.
He looks shy, but he likes to talk.
He really enjoys sharing his stories with people.
He wants to help out.
Ethan is very analytical.
He lights up the room.
Ethan's really enjoyed different activities.
I like to sing. I like to watch TV. I like to watch anime and TV shows, fantasy, and people with special abilities, things like that. And I like to write about that too.
Ethan really loves to cook.
I have a Pinterest account, so I look up different recipes, and then I find a recipe, and I'm like, I can do that.
He loves to write.
I write romance and fantasy. I've written 12 to 13 short stories now.
So Ethan lives at Westside, which is located in Hopkins.
We have 10 people served in our program here. When he first moved in here, he was very, very self-focused. He wanted friends, but he didn't know how to have relationships with other people.
I moved here in 2014, middle of May, before I moved everything in. And I looked at the apartment and I was like, this is gonna be mine. And I was just like, wow.
So we have home base, which is an apartment setting where people live in apartments on their own in their own apartment, but there's also a staff apartment where staff are there around the clock and able to offer supports as needed.
Ethan really enjoys having his own apartment here at home base because we're able to help him with the things that he needs a little help with, and yet he can still be independent in the areas that he's able to be.
What I like about the OP staff here is that everybody needs help from time to time. I'm able to talk to staff here if I need help, and that's really helpful because one of my major issues is I don't like to speak up when I need help all the time.
We've practiced a lot with Ethan. He's really come a long ways.
I work for Habitat for Humanity. I've been working there for 10 years.
Ethan is responsible for making sure that the supplies in the office are stocked, as well as keeping the company directory for phone numbers updated. He's responsible for also placing in orders such as for business cards and any other supplies that the office needs.
I like mentoring Ethan in office environment spaces as somebody who might not usually work in an office setting and understanding protocols and procedures and best practices. And I said to Ethan, this is a great opportunity for you to maybe one day be an office coordinator yourself.
I have been providing support with Ethan, just helping him maintain his job. And every single time I go see him, he's been knocking it out of the park.
I have an apprenticeship at Cow Tipping Press.
So at Cow Tipping Press, we teach and publish creative writing by adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
I read poems to them and then they can kind of figure out what that means.
So our apprentice program is a program where authors who've taken 2 or more classes with us become eligible to apply to co-teach classes for a year.
He loves his job at Habitat Humanity, but he also loves writing. So for him to be able to do 2 things he likes, it's just a complete win for him.
Well, the day at the Capitol was a very big moment for me.
The day at the Capitol is where we go and advocate for people with disabilities that need services. Ethan spoke 1 year at it.
I was nervous to go out in front of all the people, but I stood up there and did it, and I felt proud of myself afterwards.
I think it's really great that Ethan's making a difference in other people's lives. I think that also shows how much growth he's had over the years.
These programs that Opportunity Partners provides and services that they provide inspire people with disabilities to be able to be their best selves.
I think Opportunity Partners helped provided a very strong foundation that Ethan's been able to build upon.
Opportunity Partners has changed my life in many ways. One way is that I'm more independent. Without Opportunity Partners, I wouldn't be where I'm at now, for sure.